34 seconds. How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to Rocket Lads, a continuation of Season 3, and we got an awesome match here for you tonight. We are on scene in beautiful downtown Manfield City at Manfield Stadium, where we got a huge match for you. And we've had another match earlier in the night. This is number 2, so you're just getting all stocked up on your Rocket Lads tonight. But before we get to that game, who do we got in the booth with us today? My good buddy, Ernst James. Ernst James, welcome to the program.
Thanks, man. I'm excited to be here. This is a late night match, but I'm really excited to see Booster Juice take a second crack at it.
Yeah, no kidding. Actually, we haven't even been in the booth together for quite some time. I've been off for a little bit, but it's good to get back.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So we've seen Booster Juice play. We haven't seen Dunkin Donuts, correct?
No, Dunkin Donuts. This will be their first match. We have Crow, Trentino, and Snowman 88 as their team. So, we haven't seen him play yet. Last season, Trentino was with JakudaCon, and, a lot of potential there. Weren't able to live up quite to it. And Crow was just a beast last season. A big goal scorer, lots of shots on target. Snowman is an unknown.
Yeah, I've never seen Snowman play. He's a big unknown to Rocket Lads, and that's going to be, it's an advantage and a disadvantage. Then they're not maybe quite sure how to play with them. I know I saw them practicing a little bit earlier today, but for the their opponents, for Booster Juice, no idea what to expect unless they got a chance to scrim in it. It's unlikely. They scrimmed against them today, of course, being their matchup draw tonight. We do know Booster Juice. Here's a team with tons of potential, and not on the pitch yet. We'll get you right to the play-by-play, we promise, when they do. But here's a team with tons of potential, lots of skill. Saw them kind of struggling with some team chemistry, got a newer player on their team. How do you think they can adjust to overcome that tonight?
Well, one thing that's going to help him adjust is I've heard that Gibby has a new PC set up, so that'll help him a lot. I mean, that's just a consistent thing I notice is that when these low mid-ranked players switch to PC, they tend to have a bit of a spike in their performance. And I think we saw that last season with Buzzter too. 8th Protocol, he started on the PS4, and they really bit of a slow start. As soon as he switched to PC, Polar Bear Ham started clicking. Irate obviously up to rank. They just took off. So that should be an advantage to them. And if anything going for them, Wayno and JakudaCon are just two of the most mature players we have in this league. Not ones to get discouraged. So I think they'll have the tenacity to just play this game like it's a fresh start and go into without any grudges on their shoulder or chips on their shoulder.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. And when you say that, mature players, both of them are excellent coaches. I've had an opportunity to learn from both of them, played some late night Rocket League with them, and, they'll guide you, adjust. So obviously Gibby, too, a personal friend of, I think, of Liquid as well. So, they've got an opportunity here and a good platform for open communication. I don't think Gibby's not getting offended when they say, hey, you need to do this, not this. I think the sky is the limit for this team, and hopefully they're going to get an opportunity to see that here tonight. And as far as the PC thing goes, I don't know why that is. I do wonder if it's, you're sitting on a couch in the living room, your fam, then you come over to a PC. I don't know. I feel like I can't sit back and play anymore. At a PC, you're sitting up straight. You're at your computer desk. I just feel like you're in a better position to make some plays. And who knows? Maybe there's other school of thoughts as to why people play better. Maybe it's just the communication. Who knows? But so these guys are joining the match pretty soon here.
It's a disease. Once you go to PC, you just go into full sweat mode without even thinking about it.
Yeah. So like we were talking earlier, Dunkin Donuts. I think the teams are almost here, and they're gonna just be invited out to the pitch as soon as they have the opportunity to do so. So, and we will cut you to that when that happens. I want to ask you, James, about Dunkin Donuts. So here's a team, and we're going into the stadium now. Here's a team that is just they're aggressive. I'm expecting them to be pedal to the metal, even though we haven't seen them. Is that what you're expecting too?
Yeah, that's Crow's style, play style. I mean, he's leading this team, and I think he's just going to play super aggressive. What I expect is game one errors from them. No, nothing against the team, but they're a young team. They're a little bit nervous. I've talked to Crow. He's having a little bit of a nerves coming into this series. So I expect they'll need a bit of time to settle down. That's going to be Booster Juice's opportunity to take a game off him and try and get that momentum going against Dunkin' Donuts. But if Dunkin' Donuts settles down and they start connecting, Crow and Trentino are a great offensive combo.
Yeah, and now Crow the captain of this team this year?
I believe so.
Wow. All right. So it's a Superman-led team. So hopefully that attitude, they maybe a little bit. I won't go so far as saying defeatist, but he's a bit of a modest guy, which is great. But in here, he's got to lead. He's got to get these, younger team, unknown player, new to Rocket Lads. We've seen with a few other guys that last week that were new. Like Achilles and Blue Sweat have to shake off some nerves. Then they turned around and played amazing. But this game one, you're right. It's critical that Crow help these guys integrate to Rocket Lads quickly. The speed of play is a little bit faster than maybe what they used to be, playing in, especially if they were transitioning over. Some of them, I don't know if all of them were PC or not. I think they are actually, but it's an up-tempo game.
Yeah.
So we're going to get ready to this game now and invite the players out on the pitch.
Woo!
Looking forward to game one between Dunkin' Donuts, who we haven't seen yet, and Booster Juice, who I believe at this point they're 0-2. Is that right?
0-1, I believe. I don't think they had 2 losses.
I thought we saw them play twice. I could be wrong.
I only remember once, but I know they haven't won a series yet. But they're chomping at the bit.
0-1. Here we go. 10 o'clock game. Rocket Lads, let's get it on. It's Crow versus Liquid Wayne, and Crow is going to get the win, and he's got an early opportunity here for Dunkin' Donuts. As Trentino's going to keep the pressure on, come out of that corner. Driver shot has an opportunity if Liquid doesn't play that just right. And, of course, he does as he moves it down the pitch and catches Trentino facing the wrong direction in an awkward spot, and it's 1-0.
Good awareness from Liquid Wayno here. He knows he's got one man to beat, and it's the worst player on their team, or the newest player on their team, pardon me. And that's a sneaky touch that throws Snowman off.
Yes, apologies. I said it was Trentino, but it was Snowman back. And so, there you go. The wily veteran picking on the new rookie a little bit there. But all is fair in love and war, and it's 1-0 in this one as we get back to the action here at 4-minute 30 mark. So just real early a goal there. Trentino with an opportunity as Chikudakan comes over and blasts that down into the corner. Here's a shot from Snowman, the new guy, and an opportunity for a follow-up, and he can't get it as there's a save. I think it was Liquid Wayne who came in and just played right up the pitch real quick.
That's some unexpected touches from him. Oh, this is a good center.
Booster Juice applying some pressure early on here, which is nice to see. As Crow brings this back and tries to flick it with a dip and a big save by Liquid Wayne and a clear on a nice dribble.
What a heartbreaker. Crow with an amazing dribble, just hits it off the post, and Trentino follows up. It goes off the other post. They can't buy a goal right now, but hopefully hopefully that's not a sign of the times for this series.
Yeah, you got to stick with it. You got to think of those things not as misses, but as gathered opportunities, and you can only get so many opportunities before one of them is going to go through. As Liquid Wayne's in a position here, just begging Chikudakan to get back and help him out, and he makes a nice play from behind.
I'm seeing double commits.
Okay.
I'm seeing double commits from Booster Juice right now, which is not getting punished yet, but a dangerous sign. Let's see if they can get those nerves under control.
Crow with a nice aerial as he gets up at the mid-pitch mark to try and make a play, and unfortunately it falls, and nothing really going to come of it as Trentino's going to put this towards the net. Nobody there, and it's an easy clear by Liquid Wayne, but a dangerous situation. Booster Juice in the right-hand corner. They got it by the Dunkin' Donuts net. Chikudakan right there. Trentino makes a great clear. I thought for sure that was going on the board.
Yeah, awesome offensive play by Booster Juice and an even better defensive play by Dunkin' Donuts.
Having a look here at the scoreboard, just in the early on, we're only looking at about 2 minutes of play. All right, actually, Snowman, the new one, there he goes. He's getting in there, and that is a goal.
Goal number 1 for him on the season.
Wow.
That's a great touch. No, great. I mean, I don't know if Trentino meant to fake that, but he really threw the Booster Juice defense through a loop with that fake touch and gave Snowman the open opportunity.
So it is 1-1, just about the halfway mark is Booster Juice, Liquid Wayne going to win that faceoff, but it gets jammed back into the booster zone. And a nice clear there as Chikudakan tries to follow this up and can. Got 3 men to beat and only can get by 1. Gibby plays this back out. Nice little play from Gibby off the wall, who this is the first opportunity we've had a chance to say his name. But
giveaway.
I'm not sure what you think about that. No news sometimes is good news. If we're not calling him out for negative, he may just be in the right position as Liquid's got a chance for a little tap down here. And Gibby tries to play that up, comes in a little bit slow, and isn't able to get much of a shot on that.
Yeah, I'm liking Gibby's aggressiveness so far.
What's whose?
I'm liking Gibby's aggressiveness so far. He's going after those shots, and that's how you learn, right? Get better. You just take those shots.
Yeah, he certainly looks like he's playing with a little bit more confidence, and of course, as you know, once you get the confidence, then the speed will come in time. As Liquid Wayne's going to do a drive-by on that one, but can't get the shot.
Yeah, good job leaving that alone. Yeah, he's got to leave it alone once he misses once. Good on him for backing away.
Yeah. And this one just kind of stuck on the wall as anyone's here, and Snowman's going to elect to take a crack at it and can't, as Liquid Wayne's going to battle Trentino over in the right-hand corner for Dunkin' Donuts. And Snowman, nice little flip clear there, and Liquid tries to get a clear and can't. Crow for a shot, and he puts it off to the left-hand side. Uncharacteristic miss from Crow.
Yeah, I think it's just so those awkward touches coming from the nerves right now. They're playing a little bit slower than they have to. I think they're at about 80% speed just because they don't want to make any errors. They know sometimes that whiff can lead to a goal, and they're a little nervous of it. But let's see them get that extra 20% here.
Now I'm having a look here. What do you think when it comes to Dunkin' Donuts rotations? We got an opportunity here in Trent with a clear, but they look like they're rotating fairly well. It doesn't look like your typical standard rotation. Crow with a little flash and Pomp there, and he can't pull that to the right and a goal. But I'm not seeing Trentino coming up a whole lot. Am I missing something, or is he really electing to play a bit more defensively, except for right there?
You know, I was just watching Booster Juice's rotations, not theirs on the other hand right now. I have to take a look at them for a little bit longer, but I'm noticing Booster Juice are electing to keep one player in net for quite a long time. So they're still playing that very cautious defensive approach, which obviously it's a low-scoring game, so it's working out, but not a ton of goals either. Now let's see what Dunkin' Donuts can do with this offensive pressure. Crow had a nice clear there, but it seemed like no one followed up with him. He's doing it all alone.
Well, yeah, he had a almost full length of the pitch clear with 6 seconds left. He's got a chance right here, and Trentino can't pull the trigger. Crow's there.
That's in.
Goal. It's a goal. 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, nice poise here. Trentino with a beautiful touch. Gets a second touch off the wall, throws off the team, and Crow is there to clean up. Full trust in his teammate to get that popped out to him.
Wow, and it is 2-1 for Dunkin' Donuts, and save for a miracle, they're going to gather game one here as this ball's going to fall to Gibby, who pops it up, and Liquid Wayne's just underneath it, and it's going to go up on the board again. No, it is not, but it probably should have.
No salt in the wound for Dunkin' Donuts today, but they steal game one from the Booster Juice. But yeah, I mean, steal maybe is the wrong word. Look at those stats.
Yeah, look at those shots that we got there. Right, so you're what, 13 shots
to 5.
13 shots to 5. It didn't seem like Dunkin' Donuts had that kind of pressure. Are we just looking at shots outside of the key? Maybe shots above the hash marks there. I didn't see a whole lot of, in close aerials or one-timer shots. How did they gather this many?
You know what? There were 13 shots. Some of the shots I noticed weren't the highest quality shots. A lot of soft rollers on target, easy to clear away. But I just love that offensive pressure. You want to get better shot selection, but this early in the game, if that's all you can do, just pelt the other team with them. Eventually they'll break, because it's like chess. When you put someone in check, it forces them to make one predictable move, and that gets the ball rolling for your team offensively.
Yeah, great observation. And of course, when we look at Booster Juice here, once again, we're seeing that similar thing. Liquid Wayne and Jakutakon both with more saves than they have shots. It's pretty amazing that between the two, despite the fact that they had 4, 5, 6, 7 saves, they still managed to get 5 shots, having to play as defensive. Eventually, they're going to have to let that go and get a little bit more offensive minded. It comes down to just having to trust that Gibby's back there.
Yep.
And let's see what they can do here in game 2.
Yeah, game 2 starting up.
So Liquid Wayne, I think it take the face-off here versus, I could be wrong. I'm gonna say Snowman. Yeah, and it is Snowman versus Liquid, and yes, it is. And really no winner on the face-off there, as it pretty much just rips down the half-mark line. But Gibby with a nice little flick at the net, and that was the first real offensive opportunity we got a chance to use his name.
Yeah, I think he wanted to get a more powerful hit off of that, maybe to the backboard, but it went off the top of his car. Fortunately, no one of his teammates were ready to push up with him quite yet.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see some more of that from Gibby. It was good that he was there positionally. Now we see a bit of a double there, but hey, once he gets a little bit more touches on the ball, he's going to build his confidence, and then hopefully that's going to free up Jakudakan and Liquid for a little bit more razzle-dazzle, because that's what we need from them, particularly Jakudakan as well, who gets a nice little chip shot here, but a pretty easy clear by Crow, and off into the left-hand side of the Booster Juice zone. Ooh.
Gibby's taking it up now.
Gibby playing it on the wall to Jakudakan. He's going to put this out front. Trent and Crow both back and almost played that off the post and into his own net. And Liquid Wayne says, no, I'm not going to. He fades back and then just gets a little nice touch on it. Push that into the zone and out of danger. And here's a shot, and Trentino makes it 1-0. And I didn't see this play developing, and I'm looking forward to the replay here.
Yeah, I just got kicked from the match, so I'm gonna see if I can join again.
So it's all me. So Trentino, let me know when you're back too. As Trentino pulls that off the wall, grabs boost and makes a show of it, and he pushes up 1-0 Dunkin Donuts. Of course, Dunkin Donuts up 1-0 in the series as far as games. Yeah, so you are back. That's good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just got back now in. Just to see Snowman get that ball stuffed against the wall. He's dangerous with these dribbles.
And what now? Hey, I gotta hand it to him, because when you get a chance to, if you're an NBA player and you get a chance to dunk, you go to the hoop. But is there, how does he feel if he pins this one off the crossbar?
Yeah, exactly. He played a little safe there. But Crow has such a reputation for dribbling and flicking. I think Liquid Wayno was a little hesitant to attack on that, and just the fact that he didn't do anything kind of gave him the open space to just shoot it in, because it's the least expected thing.
Yeah, and it's 2-0. And here, Dunkin Donuts in game 2 looking pretty good. And might I say, a fantastic set of wheels on the captain.
Great pass there from Jakudakan to get it across net. Just Liquid Wayne was a touch too late, too.
Yeah, and then we've seen a little bit of a double up there defensively as Liquid Wayne's on the sidewall right around mid boost, and Jakudakan comes over and blasted. So, maybe a little bit of frustration not being able to get much of a play going. I know what that feels like when the rotations aren't going smooth. You kind of feel a little bit, just everything feels bumpy, everything feels chunky, and it's hard, right? So hopefully they can work this out as Trentino tries to play this into the corner, and Gibby's going to get a clear, kind of a pass up to Liquid, but Liquid elects to rotate out. And Gibby keeps the pursuit going, and Jakudakan whiffs on a chance to put it off the wall straight at the net, as Snowman's going to take his time.
Nice beat.
He's the pop-up, an opportunity there, and Trent's going to bury it, and Jakudakan makes a scoop save.
That's a heartbreaker. It was on the goal line, and it rolled there for 2 or 3 solid seconds.
Oh, a heartbreaker indeed, but if you're Booster Juice, you're thinking, yes, we are still in this. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. And not the strike into the zone that Liquid was hoping for. And this one's going to come back in. Crow can't get a handle on it. Off the post is Snowman, and this one's going to come back out. Trentino
like
with pressure.
Josh mentioned, too, a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead. You get a false sense of security from it. So let's see if Booster Juice can capitalize on that.
Lots of pressure that coming there for the last, say, 30, 40 seconds. And that's going to be a triple whiff goal if I saw that correctly. It looked like pretty much the entire roster Dunkin Donuts had a shot at this one. Trentino would have been a tough one, but definitely Crow and Snowman had every opportunity.
Yeah, it's tough. You see that. You think, triple whiff, but usually you expect your first man to hit it. When he misses, it catches you off guard. You're a half second behind. You miss, and the third man behind you is a half second behind that. So really, it's one whiff leading to 2 fakes on your teammates.
Yeah, and Dunkin Donuts going with the same game plan that they did in match 1. Obviously, they're up 5 shots to 3, and this one saves about the same. So just they're taking every opportunity. Every shot that they can get is going to the net.
Oh, no. This is a good pass.
The post. I don't know if Liquid really didn't have much to do with that. He was in the right spot, but that was just driven hard into the post. Jakudakan's trying to get the double tap out front, and he can. Liquid's there for the touch, and finally they're on the board again, and it's 2-2.
A good thing Jakudakan didn't get that double tap, because that led it to popping out, which is a passing play to your teammate, which is 10 times harder to save than any double tap move you're going to make. So beautiful. That 2-goal lead, that false sense of security has just shattered. It's a tie game.
And here we go. Liquid to take it off Trentino. Trentino wins, and Crow's going to be on hot pursuit. But Jakudakan pushes this one back in the zone. Doesn't get the kind of balance he wants, and doesn't have, he does have enough boost, but just doesn't get up to get a touch to center. As Liquid's going to try and chase this down, but not a very good position for him, although it's left for him, but a clear eventually comes to push this one back down into the booster zone. And it's going to go dangerously to the net. Jakudakan with a clear and Crow a challenge.
That was bouncing for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
This is going high. Bouncing down. Oh no, Crow's gonna clear
And
this ball.
Crow with a nice
Beautiful
little
defensive control.
I thought someone was calling me. I thought they said dad. I think they were saying bad to the cat. Well, I'm off the hook, I think.
You're safe to keep the play-by-play going.
Guys, I gotta go.
I know it's a heartbreaker to see there too. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts has some offensive pressure there, but they just let it roll into Booster Juice zone with no man to follow it up. Let's see if they can follow this though. Gibby versus Crow. It's a nice
take. And we seen this coming a mile away. If you look in the replay here, Crow's barreling down, and it's right now that Gibby elects to go for boost. He's off on the side, and he stops part way and decides, I'm going to come back with just the small pods that I got and not enough. Gets the demo, gives up the goal.
And on a side note, SFA Sonic 19, thanks for following. Hope you're enjoying the show. This is game 2 of a best of 5 series. Dunkin' Donuts took game 1. It looks like they're going to take game 2 here as well, unless Booster Juice can turn something around real quick. They have offensive pressure too.
Now we've seen, this is going to be a 2-0. Like, as we know, though, two games does not guarantee you anything. So
no,
Booster Juice this is not a shot at our producer tonight. But 2 games, I mean, they're feeling good right now. But these,
I'm watching. I could pull you from the air any moment.
Yes, he's reminding me he has all the power. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but this is not over. Booster Juice losing another close one here, 3-2. 5 shots to 7. Like, they're very much in this, but this is getting to be a broken record story. Something's got to change. What is it?
Well, I mean, the shots were the same as last game, 5 shots on target, except there were just less saves, which means more goals here. I mean, they're still getting outshot 7-5. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'd have to take a look again at the rotations happening here. I feel like what might be happening is everyone's using a more boost than they need to get to the ball so quickly that when they make that touch, their teammates aren't able to follow up because they don't have any boost. So everyone's scrambling on the field looking for more boost. They're thirsty, and they can't follow up a touch to make a passing play or get any string of touches going because they're just starved. So maybe some boost conservation, playing a little more conservatively in that regard.
I think that's a fantastic point. I know just the other night too, really feeling like I'm struggling in my game, came to realize watching one of my own replays that I was just boosting everywhere. So by the time I got into any sort of an effective play, I had nothing to offer. Having an opportunity to slow that down, it made a big difference. Maybe I'm not always getting the touches I want, but I'm getting a lot more of them. So pretty astute observation there, James. We'll see if they can make that change. And right off the post. Oh, and it passes in as I believe it was either Crow or I think it was a Crow coming in here to take this one. No. Almost got
no, I think it was right up Trentino. Great control from Trentino to get his car turned around, not jump or double jump or dodge by accident, and just let that hit the hood of his car back in.
The heart probably jumped up in his throat when it hit the post. The first one, they went, no, we need that. No man jumping on the rush to get it clear, and this one's going to get pushed back in for a quality chance. Unfortunately,
beautiful
that's
clear.
Bang right back down out into the Booster Juice zone. And nice output. It's Snowman, but liquid right there. He reads that play off of Crow really well. Nice pass, even better defensive zone coverage there.
Love the rotations from Dunkin' Donuts right now. Crow was right on that ball to try and hit it again as Snowman went back. No hesitation.
Yeah, and that's what's been keeping them. Probably maybe is the difference. Actually, now that you say that in this series so far is just a little bit of difference in hesitation. Dunkin' Donuts is right on top of things. Even the new guy, even Snowman, playing fairly well, getting right on top of things. Hesitation is a killer.
Yeah, absolutely. An interesting point that you mentioned about that's stuck in the corner.
Oh my goodness!
What happened here?
8-ball corner pocket as Jakudakon just threads right there, just threads the needle past 2 of them. I don't think they were expecting the shot. Both of them were lined up to the corner, expecting to make a defensive play on a roll around.
Yeah, at first I thought that might be an accident, but I think that was actually a great snipe from Jakudakon right there. He saw the Trentino coming and popped it down left.
Yeah, he also saw a little bit. Yeah, probably saw a little bit of movement in. I don't know who was with Jakudakon there. I think it was actually Liquid, and both of them edged forward a little bit. Not Jakudakon. It's Crow and Snowman. I mean, both of them edged forward a little bit, and he just took a shot. Hey,
nice save.
You don't score on shots you don't try.
You miss 100% of the shots you never take.
That's funny. My coach just said 100% of the shots you take are terrible.
Oh, here's another example. Trentino wants to go up for that, but he's got 8 boosts. He's starved. Let's see if they can be a bit more conservative here. Oh, Jakudakon!
And Snowman was in an impossible spot. He's got no boost, I don't think, and Jakudakon bearing down on him, makes the play he can, and comes right back out to Jakudakon for his second chance.
All I can say is that was a nice little flip.
Was pretty, sir. 2-1, 3 minutes remaining as Gibby and Trenton take the face off, and Gibby's gonna win it. Jakudakon's right up for this one, and
that's a nice ball.
Kind of falls with an opportunity there anyway.
Yeah.
As this one comes out front. Oh, a nice pass from Trent to Crow, and Crow can't handle it. Came a little bit
He
too
wanted
quick.
that.
Oh,
I can just hear
been...
Crow going now. No, I could have shot that.
I suck. Crow with a boomer there.
Oh, is this in?
Get down. Put it on the scoreboard. It's 2-2.
What happened here? Was this? You know what? Crow probably MVP for clears. He's just has a great ability to get this ball out with strong power that no one's expecting.
Yeah, he reads those bounces, and everyone knows, when you get that hit off that first bounce, just on the way back up on that lift, you just get these monster clears, and Superman's a huge proponent of that. Really good at it.
Yeah, and you know what the counter to that is? Play faster. Don't let him get those clears. Don't let him get those bounces.
Get in his face. And Trentino's going to play this one. It's a 2-2 game. 2 games to none in the series for Dunkin' Donuts. And here we go. Liquid Wayne and Jakudakon doubling up a little bit in the corner. Still a little bit unsure whose responsibility is what in this team. As Gibby puts it back off the wall to his own net. That's something we got to see stop. So he's done that in game 1. We've seen him do it a little bit in scrims. It's a great play off the wall in the offensive zone. In the defensive zone, it's trouble. And here they're penned in, and Trentino makes them pay. Ever since that play, they weren't able to get out of the zone. Is that what you're seeing?
That was spicy. Yeah, this is beautiful. Crow with a nice shot up there. Props to Trentino for staying up on that play. I mean, instinct is to head back and get boost, but he knew Crow could come through with a beautiful touch, and he was ready to put it in. That's trust.
That is big time. Jakudakon wins. Crow scoops up the leftovers. Booster's just not able to handle it, and gets cleared by Gibby, who had about enough of that nonsense, and just mashes Crow into the corner. And
Jakudakon must be a little nervous here. That little touch clearing to the center was a bit of a giveaway. Something that I'm sure he knows.
Oh, big patience from Snowman, who's going to go up for a shot. Trentino comes through and says, nope. And he's apologizing in the chat. I don't know if you guys could see that. He's, oh, man, that's my bad.
He was a little too eager.
Yeah, good thing that wasn't a booster juice play, because that's a killer in those times. As Crow's trying to bring this down the pitch, over a little bit of a flick here. And it's 4-2, and they got a bit of a mountain to climb here with 1 minute and 29 seconds left.
Oh, Crow, like this is his specialty. This is what he does. He flicks, and we're giving him space to flick, so he's gonna do it. Like, you can't. Nothing against Liquid Wayno. He's in a tough spot. You can't stop that.
Yeah, and make no mistake about it. Crow is watching you when he's dribbling that. He's not looking at the ball. He's watching you. He's waiting to see if you dipsy, doodle, zigzag, whatever, and he's got you. That's why I call him Superman. He's just great. Just a great player. I'm going to say probably my favorite Rocket Lads player to watch is probably Crow.
You never know.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Gibby's going to try. Sorry. Push this one back.
I'm just saying what I'm seeing from there is, Booster Juice is doing a good job trying to keep up with these plays, but again, it just must be those nerves or something. The touches look a little bit awkward from them. I think they'll settle in here. I really wish we could see Booster Juice with full calmness right now.
And what I'd like to see from them too, and this is nice. There you go. It's 4-3, and there's time left on the clock. As this one actually goes in their favor, where Liquid Wayne slows it down, plays a little bit strategic, and a beautiful play. That was no accident, was it?
No, it was a moment of clarity. In that moment, Liquid Wayno's world slowed down. He heard choirs chanting in the background, "Pass it to Jakudakon," and he did it, and it went in the net. That was great patience.
That's right. Yeah, it was just incredible. What I was going to say is, well, we see a lot of that style of play from Booster Juice, and while it worked out there, I would almost like to see them run and gun a little bit more. Big banger clears and go chase it down for a touch. They do often try to slow the ball down and maybe dribble cut through the middle, and they're not. They don't have the rotational prowess on this team to be able to compensate for when that goes south.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Is that a save?
A nice save there. And a post.
Oh, no.
Another post. And Jakutakon gets the clear. 2 seconds left. One
life left. This is it.
He's going to chase this down. He's got the boost for it.
Wayne.
And Lick is going to pop this one up. And it
can't keep it up.
And that is going to end it. It is a 3-0 sweep for Dunkin' Donuts. A heartbreaker for Booster Juice here.
Congratulations, Dunkin' Donuts. You played well. And Booster Juice, no slouch either. These were not blowouts. These were close games. And you know what? Jakutakon stepping up, 7 shots and 3 goals.
The team on his back, eh?
Wow. Yeah, he was like, all right, do or die, guys. Let's get on my shoulders. They played valiantly, you know. And Booster Juice tonight was better than their first series. I'm seeing improvement.
You know, I've seen some comparisons to Eighth Protocol and Booster Juice in that, you know, they're having a bit of a rough start and they're playing under what we would consider, you know, their best play, their game, their potential. I just want to see these guys figure out enough to make the playoffs. You unleash these guys in the playoffs, and I think it's going to be a different game. But yeah, there are some clear issues here that's keeping their potential capped. And they've got a long road ahead of them to figure that out. If anyone can figure that out, it's Jakutakon, Liquid, and Gibby. I know these guys work real hard. I see them all week long in the channels, working together in the team, looking at replays. So once again, we're going to have to wait for Booster Juice to figure that out. And but hey, it wasn't a blowout, like you said, James. It was close games. Every single one, one, maybe 2 goals. And they had post opportunities, crossbar opportunities, just slightly, missed shots on a whiff. This easily could have been a very, very different series. So don't sleep on Booster Juice either. Dunkin' Donuts, did you get what you expected from them tonight?
Yeah, and more honestly, I was expecting some more nerves coming out of the gate from them, but they were just playing positive. They were playing their game, having fun. Crow has his on and off days, and today was an on day. He was making contact with the ball when he needed to, and Trentino, a great. I don't want to say sound subjective, but to say he had a great support role to Crow would be the position. I'd say he was there to help him out when he needed it and to line things up.
Yeah, and you got to have that position. Every team is in a position like that, and that actually, that goes to the whole attitude you should have coming in. Some games maybe you're going to be the hero, other games you're going to be that setup man, that support guy. So what? You're going to have 98 points on the scoreboard, but you just won a game in a playoff, or not a playoff, but in a series in season 3. So first of all, coming in and understanding who cares about that. Don't look at the points. Do your job. And if someone's popping off, and someone's, they got it tonight, feed them. And do what you can do. Tomorrow night will be your night. And Trent did make that tonight. Yeah,
that's just like actual sports like basketball and hockey we watch. If someone's on fire, just feed him the puck, feed him the ball. And
that's
just keep it going. So what's our next matchup for this week? I have it up here. Do you?
I do not. So if you want to enlighten us, that'd be great.
Good. So September 28th, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m., Gold Diggers versus Chimp Champ Z's. We'll have Jakutakon running things behind the scenes, and Spudster and To Be Determined as our casters for that night.
I love the Twitch. So once again, Metaby showing he doesn't quite understand. He says a good support gets more than 98 points. And what we just said is it is not about the points. There's so many good things that you can do on this field. Little bumps, little touches that, spring someone for a breakaway. All these little things that you may not get any points for. I've seen some of the high-level players in Rocket Lads play games, even if it's just in pickup games. And if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't have got the win and come in with lower points. It's not all about just your scoring. So, at least that's how I feel about it. I think it's a 3-person game. You've got to do your part, and your part is just as important as the guy who's popping in 3 goals. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Objectively, Metaby is wrong. I think the chat will agree with me. Aside from Metaby,
absolutely.
That's true. Our third players are the biggest factor in this tournament this time around. So, good job to all of them. I think Snowman and Gibby did great. So much confidence. Rocket Lads. Number one rule: never listen to Metav. That's new rule number one.
Yeah, and you know what? And it takes away that pressure too. Because if you really focus on that, if you say things like that, under 100 points means you didn't do well. I mean, that's crazy. That's just not true at all. You can do well. You can chip in for your team, and the more you look at that scoreboard, the more you might actually play a little tighter, a little bit more nervous. Like, oh man, I got to get some points. And we've all been there. You feel like, well, I got 40 something points. I mean, yeah, maybe you did. There's no doubt if you've got, that kind of level points under 100, there's probably stuff you missed on. Like you could have been higher points, but the things you didn't get don't take away the things you did. And the things you did helped your team win. So if you got to win, pat yourself on the back, Snowman, Trentino, whoever it was all the way through the night, guys getting wins. That's what Rocket Lads is all about. Have fun. And then, you said that Dunkin' Donuts looked like they were having fun. And I was glad you said that because I actually thought that as they were playing. I'm like, man, these guys look like they're enjoying themselves. And it's hard to tell because we're looking at computer animated cartoons running around the screen. How can we tell they're having fun? I don't know. You just kind of can. The way they were playing, zooming around, they just look like they're having fun. And alternatively, when it looks like a team is not, it looks stunted. Confused, and that can't be fun. And we've all been in that position, and it's not fun. So hats off to them. Hats off to Booster Juice as well. Played a great match. This was a fun match all around, nice and close. And I look forward to seeing them both again. So now you had mentioned, who's coming up next?
So Gold Diggers, Champs E's tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Jakutakon Production and Spudster and someone else will be casting that. So we do not want to miss that. I'm really excited to see Champs E's again. They're a hot team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they look so great. Not in I was just saying, man, I can't wait to play them, but they're not in the division. They are in Rocket Division. So, and they're tearing it up over there. So, looking forward to that. I don't think have I seen Gold Diggers play yet? Have we?
Maybe Gold Diggers. Yes, that was right. Salty, Zane, Wolf, and Patat. Yes,
that's right.
So they were the first night. Yeah, so that was a fun game to watch. It was a little hairy. You never knew which way it was going to go. So let's see if those teams have calmed down.
Salty went off, if I remember correctly. He played really, really well. So I can't wait to see how that stacks up. And for the man, just pray and just hope, Metaby, you don't score under 100 points, my friend. You were never going to hear the end of that.
Because mark this date, Jakutakon Spudster, make sure that we bring that up.
Absolutely. Hey, man.
Good to hear from Crow too in chat. He said we had a blast too. So a confirmation to what you're saying. They were having fun. Crow can confirm that.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Anyway, this was super fun tonight. Awesome to have a couple of games Rocket Lads on a Sunday night. It's great. We look forward to the next match. We're going to see you once again. From all of us here at Rocket Lads, I'm Phoenix. This is Nth James.
Good night.
Good night. And we thank our producer, not Jakutakon this time, but Lego for an awesome night. Thanks for coming out. Come back to the next match, and we will see you on the pitch.